Welcome to Album of the Week, episode 15, November 2022. Here at Screen Blast Repeat, we bring you all things extreme metal, prog, and dark alternative. As a reminder, our definition of Album of the Week means our favourite record of the week from a short list of 8. You can read our daily reviews at www.screenblastrepeat.com. Today, we review the sophomore album from ethereal South African metal group Constellatia. Their new LP is Magisterial Romance, and they released it via Season of Mist on the 11th of November 2022. Constellatia's luscious 2019 debut gained momentum as an instant classic in the post-black metal scene and landed them a deal with Season of Mist a year later. Screen Blast Repeat commented in our review of The Language of Limbs that the South African quartet are like a shoegaze band, incorporating elements of extreme metal rather than the other way around. With plans to tour the globe in 2023 and a sophomore album that promises to realise the full potential of mixing post-metal with dream pop, Constellation are ready to fill the void left by Agarlock. Indeed, Magisterial Romance is a remarkable piece of work. The unsatisfactory label of black gaze does not apply to Constellation. They draw from the same influences as Death Heaven and Alcest, but inhabit a fluorescent post-metal paradox that never fails to move you with its awesome power and purpose. Like the debut, this album exists on the basis of 4 long-form compositions spread over 38 minutes, all of which flow like the stunning waterfalls of the Donkershire Nature Reserve in their native Cape Town. The first caress of the guitar chords in Open at Palace transports you back to the ethereal glory of the early 1980s Cocteau Twins records, invoking the slow-motion beauty of the ocean spray and the dreamy resonance of a wonderland more felicitous than the Scottish Highlands. By contrast, the agonising scream projections of Keenan Oaks flavour the melodies with a cathartic rage worthy of Neurosis. This is a paean to the glory of solitude, and yet it's also a sombre reflection on the burden of existence. Gideon Lamprecht's orgasmic guitar solos will catch you off guard as you absorb the reverb-drenched distortions and crescendo of blast beats with closed eyes and a clenched jaw. The human scream that follows the reset to ambient pastures at 4 minutes and 25 seconds follows the same transience as the guitars and keyboards. They merge like the dissolving colours of a passing rainbow. Invituperation is a brave experiment of sparkling arpeggio shapes and harsh vocals with the double timing beats of thrash metal and the incorporeal guitar textures of My Bloody Valentine. The 8 minutes and 47 seconds wash over your head like a brief respite of drizzle on a crisp autumn day. You can imagine yourself traversing the fells of England's Lake District on your own with the invigorating clean air and an urn of ashes in your backpack ready to scatter into the ecosystem. Is it the dream world of shoegaze, or the existential angst of Cult of Luna that takes hold of you on a dawn? The elegant mezzo-soprano pining of guest vocalists Alison Rachel and Sky McInnes flutter in and out of the mix like the friendly ghost spirits returning to the netherworld after a good deed of kindness. Robert Smith of The Cure would appreciate the effulgent splash of melody that comes from the heavy gain amps here. The agonising male vocals strain the tonsils and drain the lungs with the anguish of a person who realises he'll be buried alive unless he does something about his desperate predicament. Major chords and colourful textures often have little place to operate within a metal paradigm, but Constellation offer a rare example how both can work in aggressive music. Closing track, Piano Emerging, sparkles with the brave face emotion of the Manic Street Preachers' 1996 classic, Everything Must Go, see their song, The Girl Who Wanted to Be God, yet it also reaches an alarming temperature of rage when the skank beats and octave-piercing screams veer the song off course and in a darker direction. There's a light at the end of the tunnel here, and the band are desperate to get there, no matter what the trials and tribulations. You'll feel drained of adrenaline and bereft of anxiety by the end of it all, and that's the point of Magisterial Romance. It's difficult to translate the emotion of anguish into a worthy musical entity, but Constellation make it look much simpler than it should be. As a creative outlet, their sophomore LP is a stunning success of the heart and a bold triumph of the tortured mind. And in the spirit of innovation, we give this album an 8 out of 10. If you like this album, we recommend you check out the following records: the 2022 comeback EP from dark proto-metal quartet Black Math Horseman, Agaloc's 2010 album Marrow of the Spirit, and last year's Diorama LP from Danish black gaze group Merle. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and more importantly, please visit our website at www.screenblastrepeat.com for the latest album and EP reviews from established, up-and-coming, and unsigned artists in the worlds of extreme metal prog and dark alternative.